to Blake Olvey. 2-1 lead for the Toros, trying to add to it on the power play. Here's Newpower. Settles across to Olvey. He's got a little space. Wrist shot denied by Sigurdsson. 1:19 to go on the power play for the Toros. Penalty going to Bjorn Jorgensen at the 6:32 mark. 4 combined penalties between the two teams. Each of the last 3 have been on Granite City today. The Toros will keep their top power play unit out. Blake Olvey is the center, Soda Isogai on the right, Luke Stevens on the left, Carter Newpower at the left point, and Brendan Sloth quarterbacking the power play. Kept into the zone. Newpower tries to send it cross ice, and it could not get there. Cleared the length of the ice. Chafe backhands around for Sloth. Pestered in the corner by Mountain on the penalty kill. 1:05 to go on the man advantage. 12:30 to go in regulation. Here's Newpower with speed, left wing side. Face-off circle, he enters it, drops it off to the point. Stevens backhands towards Sloth just ahead of him. Mountain's got a chance the other way, shorthanded. Coming in against Chafe, one-on-one. Backhander denied by Chafe. A grade A breakaway shorthanded chance for Mountain, and Chafe says no. With 12:15 to go in the third, the Toros nearly gave up a shorthanded goal, but Chafe saves the day. Circle that save if the Toros win this game. 47 seconds to go on the penalty to Jorgensen. Face-off is won by Mason City to Kochanowski. Brings it across the blue line near boards, and now at the red line. Passes across, a bouncing puck. Konecko couldn't handle it. Cleared out, kicked down by Hedlund. Back over to Humphreys. Retraces his steps. Humphreys skating by his own bench, now up towards center. Passes again behind Konecko. Hits off of his stick on a clearing attempt by Davidson, but settled by Delzer. 22 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Toros. Mason City has not scored yet on the power play tonight. This is their 3rd time on the man advantage in this game. Here's Hedlund. He's got 3 power play goals this year. He'll send it into the zone. Mortensen far side, skips it away from Hogan. 2 seconds and 1 as the penalty expires. Toros trying to keep the possession time alive. It's Kochanowski, spinning it away from a couple of defenders, works it beneath the goal line to Hogan. Brings it to the near side, centers in front, a bouncing puck settled by Delzer. Looking to get it to Mortensen, he whacks it off of Kochanowski and out. Hedlund quickly sends it back the other way, but could not get it into the attacking zone. Humphreys pestered by Butler. Settles it along the goal line. Hedlund comes in to help out, brings it back to the glass near side of the ice. Peterson beaten to the puck. Comes to Halliday, fans on the shot, and into the far corner it's battled for. Robertson spins away from Butler, works it across ice to Peterson. This second line has both Toros goals tonight. Peterson trying to see if he can generate another scoring chance for the Toros. Defended well, so he sends it beneath the goal line, and it's taken out of the zone by Butler. 2 defenders in front of him, so he just dumps it into the Toros' end. Almost halfway through this third period. This pass too strong for Peterson, and that will go for icing against Mason City. Want to stay in shape this winter and have fun while doing it? Head to the Mason City YMCA. The YMCA is helping build North Iowa's next national championship team. Face-off coming to the right of Chafe. Came up with a big stop at the 12:15 to go in this third period. Just about 2 minutes ago, a shorthanded chance for Nick Mountain the other way. But Mountain was denied on a backhander attempt against Chafe. Biggest save of the game so far for the Toros netminder. Shots are even right now, 27-27. 25 saves for Sigurdsson on the Granite City side. 26 saves for the Toros netminder Chafe. Hicks works it far side to Tarleton. I beg your pardon, Van Zylen. Spins away from the pressure. His shot denied. The rebound. Hicks couldn't send it home. Battles for it in the corner, far side. Olvey is in there. He's taking a shift right now with Robertson and Peterson. No word on why Humphreys isn't on the ice. He's on the bench. Might have been getting checked out in between shifts. Cleared out of the zone, and Mortensen will try to wind it up again. 9:48 to go in regulation. Here's Kennett. Stevens defending him. His shot denied. Big rebound for Van Zylen. It's sticked away. Gardner Newpower backhands it, but could not get it out. Kept in by Mortensen. Feels like he's been out this whole period. Kennett and Newpower battling. It's kept in, not for long. Olvey able to gain the blue line, dumps it out. Kennett sends the other way. Olvey, pass too strong for New Power. Davidson flips it after gaining the red line. Stevens with Jorgensen right on him like a sweater. Plays to Kochanowski. Jorgensen continues on the forecheck as Kochanowski clears out of the backhand out towards center. Glove down by Blake. Tried to advance it through the Toros, but stick down by Stevens. Gets it across to Hogan. He's got a lane. Wrist shot. Save made. The rebound comes back toward the faceoff dot. Settled by Howell. Brought in front to Hogan. His turning backhander hits off of the stick of Davidson and wide. Hogan settled in front looking for Isogai. He couldn't get a shot off. Kept alive by Kochanowski. Great skating. Brings it into the left faceoff circle. Centers in front. Too strong for Howell. Konecko right off the bench keeps the play alive and onside as Stevens dumps it down low. Worked out of the zone by Blake. Goes the length of the ice, and this will be icing against Granite City. 8:34 to go in this one. Granite City has passed Mason City up in shots right now. 29-28 now. They've got the advantage. They're out shooting the Toros 9-2 in this third period and have scored on one of those shots. Here comes a face-off to the left of Sigurdsson. He's had a strong game so far, but his Lumberjacks trail by 1 goal. It's won by Granite City. Trying to get it out of the zone. Good job by Hogan to keep the play alive. Davidson, a long clear up towards center. Glove down by Sloth. Sloth, in his final home game in a Toros uniform, has it poked away, but advanced back into the defensive end of Granite City's side by Humphreys. Here's Davidson with speed. Takes a big hit from Humphreys, stays on his feet, and advances the puck behind the Toros' goal. Sloth leaves it for Stodiker. Stodiker has it sticked away from him. Reed on the forecheck. Has an assist already in tonight's game. Points in both games of this series so far. Reed comes up with the puck in front of golden opportunity for Walters. And Hayden Walters could not score. Now in the near boards, Howell with Halliday right against him. Halliday keeps it in the zone. Delzer to Reed. Reed through the legs of Konecko, far corner. Walters spins away from it. Tried to backhand it down low. Sloth and him battle along the glass. As Sloth sticks it down. Backhands behind Stodiker. Now in the near corner, Howell and Reed fighting for it. Reed comes up with it, pinned against the boards by Stodiker. Reed swings around, gets a shot off, looking far post on a wraparound, but it's again frozen by Eric Chafe. 7:20 to go in this one. And we're creeping closer and closer to that time of the game where you wonder when Granite City will pull Sigurdsson. I think they're thinking about taking a timeout if they can't get a goal on this rush here, just to give some of their top skaters a time to rest. Rickard on the ice. He'll take the draw against Humphreys. Humphreys wins it. Talk, backhands off the boards. Robertson able to get it pushed just across the blue line, but controlled by Tarleton. Peterson right on him. He's had a great game tonight. Now it's Halliday. Over to Butler near boards. Butler with some open ice, skates it across, and dumps it into the Toros' end. Skyme on the forecheck. Talk blows a tire, trying to beat him to the puck. Able to do so, and it's pinned up on out, but it hit off of a member of the Toros' bench. So puck out of play. We'll keep it an offensive zone draw on the Toros' side of the ice, and it will come to the right of goaltender Eric Chafe with 6:56 to go in regulation. What a hockey game so far. And if this score holds, tomorrow is going to be a classic. Hogan against Rickard. Rickard wins it far side. Hedlund able to stick it, but not out. Butler with Talk against him, takes a check, advanced the puck to the far side. Hedlund's the first one to it, clears it out. Mortensen could not settle the puck as icing is washed out after he played it at center. Now Mortensen with a long stretch pass, too strong for Butler. Olvey trying to drop off for New Power, intercepted by Mortensen. His shot, looking 5-hole, cleared away by Chafe. Puck dances along the top of the boards as Olvey is able to clear it across the blue line. Nice play by New Power to set up a 2-on-1 if they hurry. New Power across. Isogai fans on the shot as it goes wide. It's behind the net now and settled by Mortensen. Brings it back across near side to Rickard. Rickard all alone, trying to get through Kochanowski and Stevens. Delays a little bit, trying to work it to the point. Rickard skates there instead. Looking cross ice. Good block by Isogai as Nicholas Rickard has to reset. Passes it across far side to Van Zylen. Van Zylen with Olvey on him. Wrist shot and a save made by Eric Chafe. 32nd shot of the game by Granite City. They're 12th of this third period. That's their tied for their most in the game so far after having 12 in the second period. For Mason City, a much better start in this game is the difference compared to last night's game. 5:58 remaining. Face off to the right of Chafe. Hogan for the Toros stepping in as he goes up against Kennett. Hogan wins it. Probably the best face-off man out there that the Toros can use at this point in the game. You figure he's going to get some shifts. Chafe comes out and leaves it for Kochanowski. Fakes directions, almost turned it over. Howell able to get to it before Halliday did. Kennett whacks it around, trying to get it past Howell. Couldn't quite do so. Howell playing back. He has played some defense this season. Also played center and left wing. 3 different positions. Halliday with a chance. His shot up high. Hits off the body of Mountain. Comes into the corner. Kennett skates away around far post side. Now reverses direction. Turned over as Hogan dumps it off the boards in the corner. Mountain flings it around as it dances along the boards, and it comes to Kochanowski. A little bit of open ice. Matt Kochanowski up the middle. Hits off of the skate of Stevens, and Kennett's right on him. Stevens just trying to get it out back to center. Couldn't do so. Mountain, one hand, gets the puck back off a feed from Van Zylen, a little bit too strong, and stick to the far corner. Bounces up past middle, and Halliday delays back in his own end and winds it up. 4:52 to go in this one. Toros lead by 1 goal. It's 2-1 here in Game 2 of the West Division Finals. Toros win. They force Game 3 tomorrow. A loss ends their season and advances Granite City to the Fraser Cup Championship Tournament. Staudiker dumps it in, killing some time off as Mason City retouches up on sides. Hicks collects, brings the center. One touch by Reed toward the net. Chafe able to get in front of that one as it goes to the far corner. Turning attempt from Walters, comes around and Delzer collects in the corner. Skates away from it, trying to delay the puck for Reed. Reed fishing at it, but it's Staudiker of the Toros who comes up with it. Now over to Peterson. Ethan Peterson scored right now what would currently stand as the game-winning goal if this score holds, was able to clear it out. Now it's Delzer, backhanding to the far side to Walters. Peterson stepping up and delaying him by applying the body. It comes out past center ice and will go back into the Granite City end for icing. And a huge draw coming up for the Toros as they have to keep their top line on the ice as well as their top pairing. Staudiker and Isogai were skating over toward the bench in the middle of a change. Beg your pardon, looks like Robertson remains on instead of Isogai, as Olvi will take the draw against Rickert. 3:54 to go in the third period. Rickert wins it. Davidson flings it around the boards as Sloth backhands it to the corner again. Olvi fishing away at it along with Skimes. The puck bounces up. Somehow someone got a stick in there to loft it up and out towards center ice. Halliday dumps it back in as Chafe defends the far post and leaves it for Sloth. Passes near boards toward Newpower, out past his own blue line. Newpower at center flicks the puck in as he keeps it from being icing. 3:20 to go in the third period. This is playoff hockey in an essence right here, the way this game has gone so far. Toros got 2 in the second period. Granite City striking a minute 11 into the third. Delzer to make it a 1-goal game, and that's where we've been since. Andrew Butler sends it around. Rickert lets it go through. Kochanowski's the first one to it in the corner. He'll flick it up past center ice. Across the blue line, it's flicked ahead by Mortensen to Rickert. Rickert off the boards. Hicks collects and dumps it past the blue line into the attacking end. Time running out here for Granite City. Sigurdsson still remains in net. It's Hicks touching up onside. Shot toward the net, denied by Chafe. Van Zylen off the boards, back to Hicks. Hugging the boards, throws it through the traffic, up high. That got Hogan or Mountain, I'm not sure which one. As down behind the play, Van Zylen. Now it's Isogai, a 2-on-1 for Mason City, trying to settle the puck, lost it at the last moment as he was able to avoid a big collision with Sigurdsson. Skated the other way by Kennett. 2:20 to go in regulation, a 1-goal lead for Mason City. Here's Kennett, a backhand pass too strong for Walters, dumped out across center as Halliday collects. He passes to Davidson, a slapper, a little bit high. Chafe might have gotten a piece of it as it bounces around all the way far side. 2:02 to go. Staudiker, lots of open space right now, lofts it towards center ice, and Halliday has to settle at his own blue line. Sigurdsson drifting away from his net, 1:50 to go in the period, waiting for Halliday to get across center. Konecko lost his stick. Halliday dumps it in. Sigurdson still in the cage, far side of the ice. Now he'll skate over for the extra attacker as Granite City looks to tie this one up with 1:38 to go in the game. Jorgensen off the bench as the extra man. Net empty on the far side in a one-goal game. Delzer spins out of the corner. Up top to Davidson, gets it back to Delzer. Lots of traffic in front of the net. Delzer skates to the blue line, dumps down low to Walters. 1:20 to go. Davidson works it across. Delzer to Davidson up top. He's got a lane. Winds up with a slapper. That shot is wide. Behind Chafe, it almost banked off of him and in. Instead, it's cleared the length of the ice. This will be icing against Mason City, but crisis averted. Davidson with space, wound up with a big slapper from the blue line, and it went behind the cage, off of the boards to the right of the near post. And Chafe jumped back, slipping up on all fours, landed on it. It somehow went through him instead of banking off of him into the net, and somehow did not go in the cage. Timeout called by the Lumberjacks with 1:07 to go in the third period. The net is empty. Icing called a moment ago on Mason City as they lead by 1 goal. Let's go through that scoring of this one. Luke Robertson at the 7:50 mark of the second broke the ice with his first goal of the postseason. Ethan Peterson followed at the 11:02 mark to make it 2-0 Toros, and then Luke Delzer, buck 11 into the third period, put the Lumberjacks on the board, and that is where we stand. This is what it's all about. Two of the top teams in the entire NA3HL. If Granite City's had one Achilles heel in this incredible season, it's been a couple of games against the Toros. Granite City with just 3 losses in the regular season, 2 of them were to Mason City. Can the Toros do it one more time to force a Game 3 winner-take-all and move on tomorrow night? 1:06 to go. Face-off to the right of Chafe. Hogan steps in against Delzer. Delzer ties him up and able to get it to Mortensen. Over to Halliday. Halliday, cross ice, is able to sling it over to Delzer. 1 minute to go. Mortensen to Halliday. Fakes a slapper. Works backdoor. Here's a shot. Denied. The wraparound attempt also denied. And a turning attempt again from Delzer. Blocked and cleared around by Hogan, but not out. Comes to Konecko. He couldn't settle it. Now gets a piece of it. Sends it the length of the ice and into the empty net. We will have a Game 3 tomorrow night. Empty net goal as the entire bench congratulates Konecko, and the Toros regain a 2-goal lead. 41.2 seconds to go. It's 3-1 Mason City. Konecko scores for the second time in the last 3 games against Granite City. And the Toros have a 3-1 lead. Davidson tosses it at the net from center ice, and Chafe will cover that up against the Toros logo. Shota Konecko, his final game at home in his 2 seasons here in the River City, picks up the goal. Face off won by Granite City, but it's ruled a false draw, so they'll try it again. Konecko with the empty netter at the 19-17 mark of the third period, assisted by Jordan Newpower. 35.8 to go in the third. Diaz against Humphreys. Tied up, comes to Davidson. Slings it around the boards. Beneath the net, Stevens collects. Massive right up against him. He's able to get it around him. Comes to Robertson, looking for Peterson. Good job by Davidson to keep that onside, but able to be cleared out by Humphreys. 18 seconds to go in this one. You're going to hear the loudest moments of the season from this home crowd in a moment. Massive couldn't get it across Stevens. It comes to Peterson with 10 seconds to go. One last rush. Peterson flicks toward the net, a little bit wide. 5 seconds to go. We are going to go to a Game 3 tomorrow night to determine the West Division playoff champion. It's only fitting. The best division in the NA3HL is going to take a do-or-die elimination game tomorrow night. Toros win 3-1. Game of the season so far for Mason City. They had to win after a disappointing start to the series last night, and they put perhaps their finest effort of the season on the board, and will force one final game tomorrow night. Luke Robertson and Ethan Peterson in the second period at the 7:50 and 11:02 marks. They make it 2-0 after 2 periods. Luke Delzer put everyone on the edge of their seats by cutting that lead in half at the 1:11 mark of the third. And then Shota Kaneko, an empty netter at the 19:17 mark. And we'll let the crowd take it away here as the Toros salute the fans here at center ice after this 3-1 win in Game 2. The final home game of this season, regardless of what happens tomorrow. And the Toros did not disappoint here this afternoon. This was a tough situation for both teams. They both played last night, that 7:30 p.m. game, but they found a way today to both collect themselves and play one heck of a game as Mason City meets at center ice in Prayer. For the final time here at home this year, Mason City ends the season 18-5-1-0 on home ice. They have had home dominance, but tomorrow they are going to need to go on the road, pick up a win in enemy territory to see if they can advance to the Fraser Cup Championship Tournament. We'll step aside. We'll keep the mics on here so you can hear the 3 stars of this one after the Toros pick up a 3-1 win in Game 2 to keep their season alive for at least one more night. They'll be on the road at Granite City tomorrow at 5 p.m. We'll be back in a moment with your post-game report. Stay tuned here for the 3 stars of Game 2 of the West Division Finals.